Hey guys, welcome to another adventure. Right now I'm on the Honda Africa Twin Adventure Sport model that I've just outfitted with Michelin Anakee Adventure tires. We're headed to Death Valley to attend the Michelin Anakee Unleashed event. It's going to be fun. There's going to be a bunch of press there the first day, and then on Saturday about 150 invited guests are going to come. We're going to ride some cool trails in Death Valley. Right, so this here is my buddy Sven. He is the creator of the Swagotech fork shield, riding an Africa Twin, and this is Mike. Mike rides a super clapped out Super 10 era. Stay tuned where I show you how this beast handles with these new tires from Michelin. So according to the map, I've got about 2 hours and 53 minutes of travel time left. I just got fuel here at the Chevron, so now it's time to hit the road. Now, the first little part of my journey here, it's been super windy, so I imagine that as we get up here over the Cajon Pass, it's going to get even windier. Harley Davidson, man, the motorcyclists of the American dream. Now those guys are selling their Harleys and buying adventure bikes and putting Anakee Adventure tires on them. Alien Fresh Jerky. Just in case you're in the mood for some jerky, here's some Alien Fresh Jerky. 75 miles. It's actually 57, but we're gonna give it a shot. I'm going to be sitting around here for an hour and 15 minutes until the gas station opens back up, because that's when the power gets turned back on. So I came down here, and those signs right there say road closed. So I come down just to take a look. And what is it? Unauthorized entry to the range. So this is obviously probably a bombing range for the military. Could lead to injuries or death. So there is unexploded ordnances out here somewhere that could potentially blow you up if you drive over them or drive near them. So I don't think I'm going that way, guys. Sorry. Gotta say, the on-road manners of these tires are phenomenal. I mean, it just flicks back and forth. They're super smooth.
Now, once we got here, we did a little brief check-in, and then we took these bikes out for a ride.
Well, thank you, everyone, for coming. Appreciate you making the trip out here to Pahrump, Nevada for the Anakee Adventure launch event.
We're all going out on our first trail ride of the day. Gonna be up into this canyon back over here. We're gonna hit some street. We're gonna hit some really bumpy and rough kind of paved sections, and then we're gonna roll into some dirt sections and test some dirt capabilities of these tires. All these bikes. It's really interesting, the tread pattern difference between the 110 and 120 and then the 21 inch. Pretty big difference. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful this is.
We're at the end of a very fun and exciting day. The sun's gone down here in Pahrump, Nevada. Today's ride was epic. You can't see it now, but there are some snow-capped mountains in the background. We basically went south about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so, and then cut east into the mountains. We ended up coming into this valley that was beautifully landscaped with some snow-capped mountains and some awesome twisty roads. We got to test these tires high speed on the highway, and then off onto some country back roads that were single lane and pretty beat up. These tires stuck to the ground like glue. We've got a bunch of high speed cornering that will show you just how well these tires hook up. We then took them off-road. We found some really awesome red rocks, some nice ledges to go off, and I'm really shocked at the amount of hookup that you actually get with these tires. We're then going to spend the entire day out in the field testing these tires and giving a good impression of what people can expect out of these tires. So stay tuned as we bring you some more epic content from this 3-day launch of the Michelin Anakee Adventure tire.
This section of road right here is super cool, so I'm going to take you up it real fast. This just shows a lot of the articulation of the front end and rear end, kind of how it goes in and out of holes. some really cool footage of that back tire just spinning nuts. I mean, it's indicated speeds up over 100 miles an hour, but we're actually traveling probably 80. And that wheel is spinning almost double the speed of what we're actually going. Like right there, sick. So right now we're actually doing 100 miles an hour. There's no wheel spin in the back. It's 100% power down to the ground. These tires feel good. Ah, this surface is amazing. This is like riding on glass. So this is the softer sand. When it gets deeper, it gets a little more challenging. Just gotta lean back in the saddle and give it a little bit of gas. Sketchy parts when the front end starts to go side to side. This is where it'd be awesome to have an Anakee Wild up front and the Adventure in the rear.
We've put about 700 miles onto these tires over the last 4 days. 50% street and the rest all on dirt, gravel, sand, rock. The terrains that we've taken these tires on have been spectacular.
So one of the biggest drawbacks to some knobby tires is the noise that they make. And this bike next to me, you see it in the mirror? That bike right there has knobby tires on it, and I can hear those tires on the pavement like a four-wheel drive truck. I don't know if you can hear it in the camera, but I can definitely hear that he's got knobby tires on the bike. And I can only imagine how loud that is in his helmet as he's sitting right above it. So that's a good feature of these Michelin Anakee Adventure tires, the fact that they are super quiet. Quiet like a sport bike tire. Zero noise at all, but they perform in all types of terrain.
The first night that we got here, we took it up into the mountains right here behind us. On pavement, we tested their speeds in the twisties, pushing limits there. Off-road, on gravel roads, we were able to get these tires up over 100 miles an hour for sustained periods. I'm talking for a 40-mile stretch, we had these things just pinned open. And they really did a great job at digging through the top and finding that solid material down at the bottom, getting traction, and just pushes the bike forward.
All right, so we are here on the dry lake bed. We've got a 950, a 990 clear over there, and the Africa Twin. What we're going to do now is we're going to drag race the Africa Twin against a 990 KTM. Similar horsepower. Go! Twin just smoked a KTM 990 Adventure Baja Edition. That goes down in the record books. Yes.
The front tire has their 2CT technology. It's going to be a dual compound. So it's harder in the center and softer on the sides. So more of a touring compound in the center and a sport bike compound on the sides. This allows this thing to stick and handle extremely well on pavement and on twisties. Now moving over to the rear tire, they have what's called a 2CT Plus technology. The hard compound that's here on the top actually extends underneath these lugs on the side. That's going to give it stability. It's going to make that whole carcass feel like one piece and give you awesome rigidity when you're leaned over in a corner so you don't get tire squirm. These soft lugs are going to give you that really great grip on the top, but this tire has a super stiff foundation underneath, so you have a smaller knobby on the top that's going to be able to grab and have multiple leading edges and give you better bite. I've said it multiple times in this video, but I really am impressed with these tires. If there was one specific area that these tires did not perform as well as they could have, it would have been this front tire in really soft sand. The reason is there's not a knob, there's not a block to be able to bite into the sand and keep that wheel pointed forward.
So the back tire is doing a phenomenal job at driving this beast forward. The problem that I'm having is the front tire. That was a good one. The front tire is lacking the knob to keep it straight. Just gotta ride this car rut.
These tires are a great do-it-all tire. If you're looking to do mostly street, but you want a capable dirt tire when you get to where you're going. A tire that's not going to give you any road vibrations, it's not going to make any noise, it's going to be quiet, and it's going to stick to the road like glue. I'm Bob Bradshaw, coming to you from the Water Rock Ranch here in Pahrump, Nevada. If you liked what you saw today, please give us a thumbs up, and more importantly, hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you want to be part of that notification squad to know every time that we upload a new video to the channel. Until next time, take care and ride safe.